Okay, part 3, absolute value and comparing them. So absolute value is just value. It could be distance, it could be what something is worth. So for example, let's say I'm at sea level. Okay, sea level is typically known to be 0. All right, and I'm using a number line, but I'm using it vertically. I'm not using it horizontally. So normally we're used to seeing this, okay, to seeing it horizontally, 0 being in the middle, positive to the right, negative to the left. All right, but you can have a vertical one, and this usually deals with altitude. So you can deal with like altitude or with depth. So let's just do it that way. Let's say this is sea level. Okay, and if I climb, let's say I climb up a ladder. If I'm climbing up a ladder, right, and I climb up, let's say 8 feet. Okay, positive 8, going up 8 feet is still traveling 8 feet. Okay, I'm just going up 8 feet. So the value, the absolute value of 8, positive 8, is 8 feet. But let's say I'm a scuba diver or a snorkel. You could probably snorkel at 8 feet. Okay, you could scuba dive at 8 feet. But let's say I go down to negative 8. I go 8 feet below sea level. That distance is still 8 feet. The only difference is I'm going down. I'm going underneath sea level. Okay, so the absolute value of negative 8 is still 8 feet. Okay, so absolute value is just talking about the value, the distance from 0. How far is it from 0? So very similar to a horizontal number line. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got negative 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got positive 7 here. The distance from, and again, I'm sorry, it's not perfect here, but the distance from negative 7 to 0 is going to be the same distance from 0 to positive 7. So the absolute value of negative 7 and the absolute value of 7 is the same. So these both have the same value. Okay, so negative 7, the absolute value of negative 7 equals 7. The absolute value of positive 7 equals 7. Again, absolute value just talks about the distance. Okay, let me write that down. The distance from 0. Distance. So distance is not negative. You can't have a negative distance. It's not possible. You're just going in the other direction. Okay, so let me do one more here. So let's say I have, and I've talked about money a lot because, that's the real world. We deal with money on a daily basis, and you could be negative in your bank account. Okay, that's very real. That happens a lot. Okay, it sneaks up on you. You don't manage your money, it'll sneak up on you and can really hurt you in a really bad way. But anyways, so let's say you have $6. Okay, and let's say you owe $6. Okay, I had to put that negative in there. Sorry. But owing $6 and having $6 or earning $6, right? It's the same value. $6 is the same $6. You're not going to have, a $1 bill and a $5 bill. And you're not going to have a negative, a negative 1 and a negative 5 on it to account for negative $6. That's not possible. You don't have a negative. There's no such thing as negative or positive on dollar bills. It's just $6. If you owe it, it's negative. If you have it, it's positive. Okay? That's the difference. The difference is, where's the money going? If it's leaving you, you're you owe it. If you're gaining that, if you're getting that money, that's positive. But the value itself, $6 itself, is neither negative or positive, okay? It's just money. It's value. That's all it is, okay? So distance is the same thing. So every time you have anything talks about absolute value, just think of distance from 0. So again, real quick, another example, just to wrap this up. If I'm comparing the absolute value of negative 100 versus the absolute value of, let's say, 50, okay, which one has the greater value? Well, we know that negative 100 is less than 50. On the number line, it's going to be less than. But value-wise, the value of negative 100 is 100. It's 100 units away from 0, okay? 50 is 50 units away from 0. So which one's greater? Which one has more value to it? Well, the 100 is going to have more value, okay? The 100 is going to have more value. So this is going to be greater than, okay? If I didn't have those bars, if I didn't have those absolute value bars, and I just had negative 100 compared to 50, well, obviously, it's less than, okay? It's less than. Negative 100 is less than 50. But we're talking about just value, the absolute value of it. Negative 100, the value of negative 100 is greater than the absolute value of 50. So it's going to be maybe a little challenging, but if you see those bars, just think, okay, I just got to drop the negative symbol. If you drop the negative symbol, just compare numbers with numbers, you should be fine. God bless.